Well, fellas, now all we gotta do is take care of the inside man.
Finish him!
What's going on, my peoples? So I got another theory on how Mecca will probably get Tariq under his control. We know that Mecca is about force and doesn't have a problem killing off his own men, just like Milan and Jason did. Mecca will learn that Tariq was behind the heist and will hurt Tariq by finding out who is his closest friends. I think Mecca will probably torture and beat the shit out of Brayden like Milan and his men did to Tommy. Since Mecca has ghost-like moves, I see him making moves on Tariq to keep him in line. After all, that $10 million or that $20 million ring is gone, so Mecca ain't stupid. He gonna be like, listen, the only people that know where I live at is gonna be Tariq and Kane was the only one that saw the ring, and he's gonna immediately put two and two together and be like, wait a minute, so you set this whole thing up and stuff. Because the one thing about Mecca has all three traits of Milan and Jason, but I think Jason in power, I wouldn't say he was fair because he did kill off like the Jimenez sister, so he killed her off. But I don't know, like, we do know that Mecca does have like these ghost-like moves and stuff, and eventually Tariq is gonna see that, because when Tariq and Mecca actually meet, Tariq is gonna be pretty much fucked because he's not gonna know how to deal with this man. He may try to outsmart and outthink him, but it's not gonna work. And I see Mecca, doing the same thing like how Milan did to Tommy, where he's gonna probably get him and beat the shit out of him and torture the fuck out of him, because it only makes sense that he does that, because Monet tried to have Kane, had sent out Kane and said, okay, what is Tariq's weaknesses? So his only weakness that he had was his sister Yaz, but she's gonna be put in the system and the records is gonna be sealed, so Tariq can't get her. He can't even find or reach her, right? And it was his girlfriend at the time, Lauren, but they might come back together, because we all know how the love stories work. Because Tariq, he's slinging dick in the street, so we know eventually they're gonna get back together. But Mecca ain't gonna know about that. He's gonna know, but he's not gonna immediately know, because right now Tariq he's sleeping around with Diana, and then he got Effie, right? And I'm like, okay, so, and Mecca isn't gonna kill Diana, and if it comes down to maybe Lauren or Effie, who knows, right? But I do see like Tariq in a situation, because you got to think about it like this. Like back in season 1, it was kind of like slipping into, okay, Tariq is, he's in college now, he's dealing with the death of Ghost. Well, not dealing with it, but he's transitioning over to, he's going to take over and he's going to do his thing and stuff, right? So he kind of had it like slow and built up. And even with dealing with the Tejada family, with Kane and stuff, like around his ass and trying to fuck him over at any possible chance that he gotten, I don't really see, like, this season is like, this season is pretty chill, because yeah, Tariq is dealing with a murder trial with Ramirez and Jabari Reynolds' death, and possibly on top of that, Carrie's death, right? He's gonna, well, it's a possibility, because Monet hung her or something, though, or whatever the fuck she did. She basically hung her, so Tariq might be looking at something for there, but who knows, right? And then I go back to Mecca. Mecca is like obviously like the real threat and will be the biggest challenge that Tariq is gonna have to face and stuff. Now, I wouldn't say it would possibly. Lorenzo might be a challenge. I see that, like, you can never sleep on him. He's definitely going to be a challenge, but I don't quite see him as like a mastermind like Mecca, because Mecca has. He put two and two together. Like he knows what's going on, and he's gonna figure a way of getting Tariq back. So no, I don't really see him as like the mastermind in a sense. So again, when it comes down to like the third season, Tariq is he's gonna really see that, okay, this is gonna be the things that Ghost probably had to deal with. He never saw and he never experienced, but he will experience and be like, okay, so when Milan showed up, I think he was either season, I think 4, either season 4 or 5. no, 4. Yeah, I think even season 4 or 3, when Milan showed up and he was just like, okay, because after when Ghost and Tommy murdered the fuck out of Lobos, Milan showed up and he was like, okay, Ghost is gonna be selling drugs in a nightclub, and Tommy's gonna be helping around and stuff. So that's when that was a challenge for Ghost because, this was, I think he was Russian or he was Siberian. I forgot. I think he was Russian. I think he was. And the rumors that was going around him at the time that he was eating people and he was just this crazy motherfucker that run around and just did like all this fuck shit, right? And at the end, Ghost and Tommy was the one to kill him. Like they set up this beautiful, this masterful plan, set his whole shit up and killed him.
Nighty night, Milan. Rest easy. I ain't gonna eat you.
Right? So, and it begs the question, and it goes back to Braden's half, right? Because all of this is gonna play up like towards the ending of season 2, leading into season 3. Because people have been saying that Braden is basically like the new Tommy, but Braden hasn't killed anyone yet, and I kind of see Tariq using Kane for a while. Because despite the fact that Kane, set him up and put the Ramirez badge in his room, Tariq still has some use for him. Eventually, Tariq is going to kill Kane, but I see it as, he's still going to use him for like a while and stuff. So it could be that maybe Kane and Tariq pull the trigger on Mecca, but I don't know what's going to happen with Braden. Maybe when Mecca possibly get his hands on Braden, maybe it might mold Braden into maybe wanting to kill Mecca and stuff. I think that might be the only way we will see Braden actually want to kill somebody, is if he's put into like this situation where he has no choice and stuff. But season 3 is going to be quite interesting to see, because there's a lot of like dynamics and parts, I should say, that's going to happen regarding like Tariq and Mecca and stuff. Because what's going to happen in season 3 is Tariq is going to try to see if he's going to be, he's going to try to see if he can outsmart Mecca. And Mecca's going to be like, well, that's not going to happen. I'm kind of like steps ahead of you. I don't know what you're doing here and stuff. So I can kind of see that dynamic happening. I think over a time, Mecca may even grow to like and respect Tariq. I wouldn't say now, because he's still using Kane, and he knows he can't kill Kane because, he's trying to get close to Monet, so he ain't going to try to fuck that up. But Tariq, on the other hand, he might see some usefulness to him, because like how Lobo saw a lot of promise, he saw a lot of promise in Ghost, because he didn't really see that much in Tommy. He just knew that Tommy and Ghost, they work well together, but it was always Ghost, because any type of dealing or negotiations, it was always Ghost, because Ghost knew what he knew what to say, he knew what to do. So I think Mecca is gonna see a lot of potential in Tariq and be like, okay, I see a lot in this kid, but Tariq isn't gonna like the directions that Mecca's gonna set up for him. It's gonna be very impossible and difficult for him, but he's not gonna like it, because he's gonna be like, you might be, you're interfering with the things that I'm trying to do, and eventually Tariq is gonna have to come up with this plan on taking out Mecca, right? And it might revolve. He might need Kane. He's definitely, I don't know about Braden. Well, he's gonna need Braden, because Braden is his right hand man. But we don't know how this is gonna play out. But this sweet type of revenge story that they're setting up is beautiful, because we don't know what the fuck Mecca's gonna. We know what he might do, but we don't know what he's going to do and stuff regarding like the revenge and his betrayal and stuff. Because we never even expected he was going to kill the chef. I thought Chef was gonna live. He fucking murked Chef. But post your comments down below on how do you see Mecca getting his revenge on Tariq. What do you think is gonna happen to Kane? And lastly, all this slinging the dick in the streets that Tariq is doing, who do you think at the end of it is gonna be Tariq's main woman? Is it gonna be Effie, Lauren, or Diana? Or maybe Braden's sister, right? Because she's been around, so maybe it might be Braden's sister. But post your comments down below, and I'll catch you all in the next one.